Hey guys, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm John.
And we're here to review the new, awesome James Bond movie, Spectre. So, John, what did you expect going into Spectre?
I had pretty high expectations. All the trailers seemed really cool. I was very excited for Christoph Waltz as a villain. Daniel Craig is up there with one of my favorite James Bonds ever, so I definitely had high expectations going into this movie. What about you?
I was excited out of my mind. Like, I was in the theater, I was just like, I was pumped out of my mind, and I was just ready to love this movie. And what I think I got, I thought I got a very good movie.
I got a really fun movie.
Jumping right into the pros of this movie, I thought the intro was excellent.
I don't quite think it was excellent. I thought it was really good, but I don't think it was as good as Daniel Craig's other Bond intros, like the opening credits. You mean the opening credits?
I mean opening credits.
Yeah.
Just the combination of the score and the visuals were just really cool, and also I thought that the opening scene.
The opening scene was great. Yeah.
In
the
Bond
opening scene
history.
was killer.
Super good. But the next thing I want to go and talk about in this movie is the action. I think the
Very
action in
good
this
action.
movie is great throughout. Do you have any highlights or anything that...
No specific scene, but it's all just generally really tense and well done, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought there was a train fight scene that was
that was
fantastic,
probably the best
and
scene
that
in
was
the
just
movie.
like, oh man, just how brutal it felt, and just you felt the bones crunching. Also, there's the world's largest explosion in this movie.
Well, for a movie.
For a movie ever put
There
on
have
screen.
been larger explosions, like in human history.
Yeah, just in cinema, we got the world's largest explosion, and I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, it was really good.
And not only that, it was practical, and I didn't even know.
Yeah, they were not a green screen.
I thought it was CG at first. I didn't think
They were actually walking in front of that explosion.
Man, how dangerous. And speaking of dangerous, Daniel Craig does some awesome stunts, and he is great in this movie.
Yeah, he's very good in this movie. I don't think the script utilizes his talents quite as well as movies like Skyfall and Casino Royale did, but I still think Daniel Craig really kills it, as usual. One of the best Bonds, I would say.
Also, Christoph Waltz, great villain.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good. I heard some people didn't like that some people thought he was underused. I disagreed with that. I thought that he was put in just enough to become effective. And if you really want to bring up that argument with Skyfall, Javier Bardem's character, really, you didn't even see him until about an hour into the movie. Mm-hmm. So...
Well, I don't think you see Oppenheimer, correct me if I'm wrong, but until even more than an hour, and you don't really actually see him and his face until really basically the very end. And I know he might have been a little underutilized, but I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. But I think Christoph Waltz, definitely has a great presence as a Bond villain. They are some of the best.
Acting all around great, no complaints.
No complaints really with acting. I think everyone killed it as far as acting.
Those smooth British accents.
Oh man.
Now, if I do have one flaw with this movie, there's occasional unrealism in some of the things that happen. For example, there's a scene where Daniel Craig is flying a plane, and some guy puts a hole the size of this chair into the plane with like a 45. And I was looking at him just like, you literally made this plane crash with a pistol.
With a little bullet.
Just things like that. But besides that, didn't really have any other issues with this movie.
Yeah, I agree with you. There were some moments of unrealism that kind of took me out of it. The only other issue I'd really have is I don't think the script utilizes characters as well as it should have. I think didn't quite use Daniel Craig to his full potential.
Okay.
Didn't quite use Christoph Waltz to his full potential compared to the other Bond movies. But the script really was the only problem I had with this movie, and I still had a lot of fun with it. So,
absolutely.
What would you give this out of 5 stars, John?
I loved Spectre. I mean, I would even go as far as say I liked it more than I did Skyfall.
Damn.
And just had a lot of fun. I mean, I've always been more the action-oriented Bond person, and I definitely got everything I was looking for. And besides a few unrealism consistencies, I had a ton of fun with this movie, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5 stars.
I pretty much agree with you. I had a lot of fun. Action was really well. It had a really interesting story. Just generally was really fun and kept me entertained. There were some moments that kind of took me out of it because they weren't realistic. And the script wasn't, I think, as good as other Bond movies from Daniel Craig like Casino Royale and Skyfall. But still really sharp, awesome, fun movie. I think it's a good send-off for Daniel Craig, so I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars as well. So guys, have you seen Spectre, or did you love it? Did you hate it? Let us know in the comments below. Also make sure to give us some feedback on our reviews, and we'll listen to you, of course. And you can follow us on Twitter at Stubmasters to get updates on reviews, as well as subscribe to us on YouTube. Just clicking that button down there. And you can look as good as us if you go to cafepress.com/Stubmasters and get that merchandise. So, Stubmaster Reviews, Spectre, I'm John.
I'm Jonathan.
Have a great day.
Who's going to be the next Bond?
Tom Hardy.
Idris Elba.
No, that's been ruled out.